thank you all so much for all the positivity you have brought to me and my channel this last couple of weeks. I've been having so much fun recording. I am still quite a bit unwell. It's been like 2 weeks, almost over 2 weeks, and I'm still stuck with this really bad flu. I'm getting so sick and tired of it, so you might hear that I am a little bit, not fully restored. But for today's soft-spoken ASMR video, I want to share an amazing item with you that I got a hold of a long time ago. This is the limited edition art set from the World of Warcraft trading card game. This is the Alliance version, as you might see on the blue and golden Alliance emblem. So this is a box that includes 35 full art pieces on hard cardstock, artwork from the first couple, I think it was the 3 first World of Warcraft TCG card sets. And I'm planning on mounting these in frames and hanging up them on my wall at my smaller gaming station. It's very nostalgic, I'm getting butterflies just holding this item. Here we can see the TCG icon. It looks almost like the Darkmoon Fair one. And on the back side we can see some of the artwork by a lot of the artists that made these TCG cards and that are in this set. So I really hope you will sit back and relax and try to enjoy this ASMR video even though I'm still quite a bit ill. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get into it. First of all, I just want to show you my latest addition to my World of Warcraft TCG collection. I got a hold of a never used desk mat for the first TCG expansion, Heroes of Azeroth. And this is a beautiful landscape in Alterac Valley, and the fight between an orc warrior and a human mage. I think this backdrop is amazing. It's calming, it is interactive, it's everything. This makes me so happy. I'm a little out of breath due to still being in, so I hope you don't mind. But here is the box for the limited edition art card set. This is the Alliance edition. They released both a Horde one and an Alliance one. And you know I am an Alliance girly. So this is 35 20 centimeters x 25 centimeters high quality images of the Alliance. This box set includes art from the World of Warcraft trading card game, from both the Heroes of Azeroth and through the Dark Portal expansions. So it's the 2 first expansions they are making the cards from, and I'm planning on framing these in my new home. It is really faint, but I think you can see the TCG icon over here. Almost looks like the Darkmoon Fair one. First, when you open this, you get this soft protective foam. I got this item unopened from France, and I paid around $80 in total to get this, but this was worth every dollar. And then there's this soft sheer paper. King's honor friend. Within lies many glorious heroes of the Alliance, portrayed in some of the finest artwork you will find on this side of the dark portal. Be you a great hero or only a novice, everyone can appreciate the heroics of those captures on these pages. May the light bless you, Lore Keeper Darian. And this is a character that is only present in the first Heroes of Azeroth TCG cards. So the only thing that is a little bit of a shame is that it's not the name of the card or the character on the card, but just which artist made it. This is a Night Owl female by Ashley Wood. A male dwarf fighting the undead by Glen Rain. And these are on a harder cardstock, so these are really nice prints. Here is one of my absolute favorites. It is once again art by Glen Rain, and this is a male Draenei shaman in a Sermi style. I think this is one piece of these artworks that I will frame and put up on my wall. I am planning on making a video where I talk about my future plans for both my new home and for my future plans on gaming. I am a retro classic player. I usually just enjoy retro games and nostalgic games, and this is so nostalgic for me. This is really, really amazing. Here is some more male Draenei shaman artwork by Dan Scott. Really beautiful. Here we have him, Leroy Jenkins. I am missing this card from my Heroes of Azeroth collection that I showed you a couple of weeks ago. It is really, really fun and sweet, and I enjoy it. And it's by Gabe from the Penny Arcade. Another dwarf, a male dwarf by E.M. Giant, a warrior, and I really enjoy this. Looks like traditional classic art almost, the brush strokes. More dwarven art. And I think the box set that is for the Horde has most of the cards are actually trolls and Taurens, and you know I love the Taurens, but it is not as nostalgic for me as the Alliance. This is by Darren Bader. Ken Walker made this one, this very, very iconic male dwarf hunter with a polar bear as a pet. Loving the details. Oh wow, this is a little bit of a sexier artwork. I personally really love that. I love a hot, sexy female. But I don't think it would be socially accepted to draw this today. Or I don't know, I feel like that is maybe a very American thing, being so politically correct. This is by John Boy Myers, and it's a female human warlock with their warlock pet behind. This is Night Elf in the middle of a fight by Jim Murray, but this almost looks like the proto-Night Elf trolls-ish things from the War Within, but they did not base that on this, Not one of my favorites, but I love the vibrant colors and the art of the Night Elf heritage armor. Another Draenei shaman. Within, this might be in Blasted Lands, I think, by Sean or Daniels. This is the same art that we will in the end get the holographic TCG card. Here is another dwarf, a lot of dwarf artwork, but I do really enjoy that. Almost Tolkien-esque. This is by Zoltan Burrows and Gabor Sitzai. Very hard names to pronounce. As you might see, the freedom the artist had to create these artworks and individual pieces are just mind-blowingly beautiful. This is a female human rogue, I think, by Alexi Bricklot. Might be a warrior as well, but it's very, very nice. Here is another one, and probably my most favorite artwork ever. This is why I got this piece. This is a gnome warrior in the tier set from Neltharian's Lair, on top of some dead orcs. And it is so nostalgic for me. This is peak fantasy and World of Warcraft. I love this so much. Here is a male human. Is it maybe a paladin? Probably. And it's by Kevin Walker. And I really enjoy that you can see the goblins around him. Some smirky little goblins. Another really beautiful art that I enjoy, but it's the wrong way. I would like to have all my framed paintings all the same way. This is by Clint Langley, and it's a mage, a human mage. Probably a fire mage, but just the contrast between the ice cold blue and the hot fiery red just does something for me. Here is a Night Elf Frog by Dave Kendall. Just look at all of the details of his face. It is amazing. It's everything. This is also a card I really enjoy. I think this one in the set is just called like Night Elf Hunter or Priestess, but this is a picture of Tyrande Whisperwind and her old classic model. It's by Esad Ribic and it is amazing. It is so divine. I really want to hang some of these up around my little gaming station. And another one of my favorite, A Human Warrior by Greg Staples, looking over the battlefield of dead undeads, I think it might be. And I love how they painted almost like heroic sheen around him. Here is some artwork by Michael Comarc. Almost looks like Velen. It's a male Draenei. Is it a mage? Is it a priest? Who knows, but it's really otherworldly, really alien. I'm almost giggling. This is very sweet. It's by Ron Spears, and it is two male gnomes, mechaniers, building on their mouths, the Mechanostriders. They look to be amidst an argument with each other. This is so sweet. I really enjoy this. I'm so happy to see some gnome artwork. It is not that common. The gnomes are so, unpopular within the game. Here is some absolutely fantastic Night Elf Hunter female artwork by Mauro Cascioli. Very iconic. I think this is a hunter ability from the Heroes of Azeroth base set. Look, even more artwork of the gnomes. The gnomes are getting a lot of love within this set. This is by Tom Fleming, and it's probably, I don't think this is a priest, this might be a warlock. Very grim, very dark. Here is one of the hero cards from the Heroes of Azeroth by Todd McFarlane. Was this guy called Elendril, I think. He is looking over the city with his hunter pet, the white tiger. And the moon is behind them. Very beautiful artwork, very high fantasy. If you remember some of my older TCG videos, I laughed about this artwork, again by Todd McFarlane. This might be the same character as the previous one, Elandriel, the Night Elf Hunter. And the tiger just looks so aggressive and big and muscular and extreme. And love this. This is beautiful art. This is by Dave Dorman, a probably paladin male dwarf on the battlefield. He looks so rugged, but he made it out alive. Of course, I'm not gonna frame every single one of these 35 artworks, but it's so nice to go through and rotate through. This is by Alex Orley. Again, might be the same Night Elf Hunter as previously. This is a very dark and contrasted Night Elf Hunter artwork by Doug Alexander. Some of these are not even giving me World of Warcraft feelings, but more like the Lord of the Rings Tolkien-esque, and this one is one of them. Here might be a Night Elf Druid. You can see her, the female, being almost a little bit stealthed before attacking the group of orcs. There is even this wonderful mushroom fungi growing on the tree. Here in Sweden they are called Vortek. This is by John Foster. Amazingly artwork. Another dwarf male by Michael Comark. Once again. You can see the effects they have drawn on the snow and the arrows. It's touching the arrows. Really amazing. I'm getting so nostalgic, lovey-dovey feelings from this. This brings me so much joy I can't even begin to tell you. Here is some artwork I remember I previously said looked a little bit like Asmongold and his character. This is again by Doug Alexander. Really beautiful colors. Here is also from the Heroes of Azeroth. This is by Rebecca Gray. And I love some women that are also making amazingly beautiful artwork. And this looks really like hand-drawn, a completely different style, and it's so beautiful. It is a human female mage. And this is actually very beautiful artwork. I think this is a ability card from one of the sets, probably through the Dark Portal. This is by John Foster again. It looks really breathtaking. This is from the Heroes of Azeroth. This is an epic card, and it's King Magni Bronzebeard, the leader of the dwarves and the king of Ironforge. They did him so dirty it is. Current WoW is so cheesy. Like the storyline, all of that. It's way too cheesy for me. I do not enjoy it. So they did them really dirty, but this is by Andrew Robinson. Very beautiful. And iconic artwork. And unfortunately, the last piece of artwork, I really wish they included one of Lady Jaina Proudmoore, but they didn't. But the last piece of artwork is this really sweet female gnome warrior with the pink hair. And this is really grimy, cutting off their legs. This is by Samwise. And then here at the bottom, let me make the plastic sounds for you. You get the special TCG card of Vindicator in colors, and I showed you got this as a card as well. Within the hoard you get the holographic version of a Blood Elf male, but this is the only way to get these two cards in the holographic effect. And I am still keeping this in its plastic. I just feel like it gives it a little bit more value. And you get one of these UD point cards as well. This was a very fun item to show you and to share with you. This is something I've been wanting for myself for really long, and it gives me that vibe that I need for my future home. I hope you enjoyed this video together with me. I won't be doing one of these of the Horde edition, unfortunately. But if you enjoy my content, please check out my Patreon, where you get one extra exclusive ASMR video every week for only $5 a month. That is honestly the best way to support me right now. My RPM here on YouTube has been declining ever since the beginning of the summers, and I don't make enough money here on YouTube anymore to fund all of these purchases, unfortunately. So I might be having to go back to making longer content, and it's a bit hard with me now working full time, but we will see where the future takes me. Thank you all so much for supporting me. I love you guys so very much. Hope to see you on Patreon and next week here on YouTube